So for today's video, we're going to be jumping into some honestly really exciting news around two big games possibly making their way to the PlayStation 5, and one of them was already a phenomenon 6 years ago if some people remember. We'll jump into that in a sec, but first, let me know in the comments if Sony bundled the PlayStation VR 2 with the PlayStation 5 for say $799. Would you buy that, or would you rather just get a PlayStation 5 by itself? I personally love my PlayStation VR and will be getting PlayStation VR 2 day one whenever that is, but I'm curious where you guys lie on the topic. So comment below if you'd get a PlayStation 5 slash PlayStation VR 2 bundle for something like $799. Let me know down in the comments below. Now diving into today's story, Sony really played their cards beautifully this generation, and it looks like the PS5 might be similar in terms of exclusivity, third-party exclusivity. Rumors have been ongoing for some time now regarding these games we're going to talk about, but two sources with some credibility have come out with some confidence recently stating that there are two Silent Hill games in the works, one more so than the other, but I'll explain that in a sec. So, the sources are website relyonhorror.com and the other is Aesthetic Gamer on Twitter, who website Eurogamer confirms has provided solid information in the past. So, the story, according to Rely on Horror, states that Sony is the driving force behind bringing the Silent Hill series back, possibly as a PlayStation 5 exclusive, while Sony is also in the works of getting the other games deal worked out, which could be 2014's PT. I'm sure all of you here remember that gem, that game, that demo that basically was all over Twitch, all over YouTube, all over everyone's mind. I remember that. It was crazy. It was just a demo, but everybody was talking about it. But so the first game is Silent Hill. So we're going to talk about the first game, then we're going to talk about Kojima's game possibly. So the first game is a Silent Hill soft reboot. An example of something like that for people who don't know what a soft reboot is 2018's God of War. According to Rely on Horror, and I'm going to destroy these names as I always do, Masahiro Ito, creature designer for the first four Silent Hill games, Kiichiro Toyama, director and writer of the original 1999 Silent Hill, Akira Yamaoka, composer for the majority of the franchise, will all be returning to work on the soft reboot, with Sony Interactive Entertainment Japan Studio possibly fully or partially developing the game. So it looks like the first game is going to be worked on by people who know the franchise, which is good, and it possibly being a PlayStation 5 exclusive will be huge for a lot of people. But the second game is the really juicy one. The second game mentioned is possibly going to be PT, or Silent Hills with an S. There are still people to this day that won't delete the demo from 2014 from their PlayStation 4 simply because they know they can't get it back. But to keep going, apparently Sony is trying to work things out between Kojima and Konami. As you all know, they had issues in the past leading to Kojima leaving Konami and creating Kojima Productions, which gave us Death Stranding. But Sony saw the amount of buzz the original demo got and remembers the original buzz the demo got and is trying to bring it back with Kojima at the helm again. I believe you've also heard a rumor about Kojima coming back to work on Silent Hills not too long ago, but with Sony in the mix, that's potentially another PlayStation 5 exclusive on the way. Apparently Sony pitched this game to Kojima as a telltale supermassive narrative driven game with him having full creative freedom. I'm sure all of you know about the Telltale games, but Supermassive are the same people behind Until Dawn, the PS4 exclusive, which for me personally is one of the best horror games in recent memory. So I personally hope it's more like that game. But possibly the most interesting thing for me in this entire story is that Kojima's game could be a PlayStation VR 2 game, which I really hope it is. I can only imagine how amazing that game would be in virtual reality. It's also a new avenue for Kojima, so I could see him being interested in that, a new way to tell a story. But you guys let me know if you'd be interested in PT and the Silent Hill reboot coming to the PlayStation 5 possibly as exclusives. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button as it always helps, and subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with time to get scarred. Basically, relating to these horror games, of course, I'm excited to get scared. I enjoy horror games personally. So if you feel the same way, destroy the comment section with time to get scarred. And I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays at the end of my videos. And now, I'll check you guys out on the next one.